back to my YouTube channel. I am Anita Soso Stacks, and I have with me here a senior colleague of mine who will be joining me today in my discussion. So please, we want to hear your name.
I'm Day Godwin.
So he is Mr. Day Godwin. Okay, so in today's video, we are going to talk about the mistakes we make in our friendship. We have people we call our best friends, our normal friends, right? So there is something particular about friendship that we don't always talk about, and that is the mistakes we do in the friendship. There are lots of mistakes we do in our friendships, but we do not know. So today, let us talk about them. So Sir here is going to help us in talking about the mistakes we do in our friendship. So before we start, I want to know your understanding of friendship.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Okay.
First of all, I would say friendship is just a link between two people. Why not talk of a link? That means it can be a form of communication, getting to know one better. That is my understanding for friendship.
A link between two people. That will help you know the other person better. Okay, that's nice. Let's move to the main thing we are here to discuss. That is the common mistakes we do in our friendship. So what do you think are some of the mistakes we do in our friendships?
There are a lot of mistakes that we do as individuals anytime we want to fall into a friendship. But what I want to say, I would say the very first one is communication. Communication.
Okay.
A lot of people lack communication when it comes to friendship. Let's use ourselves as an example. I can pick you as a friend, or you can also, in the other way around, you can also pick me as a friend. But if there is no better communication between the two of us, it will be very, very difficult for our friendship to grow.
So lack of better communication.
Okay. And I think the second one too is we don't ask questions before falling into a friendship or before going in for friends. And with that, I think if I ask questions by the background where you are coming from, it will be very good for me to know the kind of friendship in which I am going into. So if I don't ask questions, it means that, excuse me to say, if the person is a thief, it means automatically the person can influence me to also become a thief. But if I ask questions concerning the person before going in, it will be very, very easy for me whether I should go in or I should drop out.
Asking questions.
Okay,
I feel like sometimes most people or some of us make friendship pertaining to maybe a deed of that person. Maybe by that time we're not friends, but maybe that person did something to me, and I feel like, oh, it's quite okay. This is nice. This is a good behavior this person has shown to me. So from there, I tend to call him my friend without asking the person the necessary questions I was supposed to ask. So it's like I am taking the deed that he has done.
Okay.
So because of that deed, I feel like, oh, there is nothing more to ask. This person was able to save me. This person was able to come to my rescue when I was in need. So because of that deed of that person, oh, we can be good friends. So I've gotten it now. In spite of all of those things, we still need to ask questions.
And also to add to this, I think if you look at the person's deed and say that because of that you are going to fall into a relationship with that person, if you are not lucky, you will fall a victim of that friendship.
Okay, you fall a victim of that friendship.
Okay. But what I said in the beginning concerning the friendship or asking questions. If you don't ask questions, it will be very, very, people hide their true identity.
It is very true.
They hide their true identity until, or let's say, all that glitters is not gold. You see, somebody can pretend to be whom he or she is not. So we need to ask questions before we go into any friendship or any relationship with our friends.
That's a nice one there. So keep it. Ask your friends questions or ask people questions before you enter into that friendship.
Okay, the third one too I will talk about is jealousy. Talking of jealousy, some friends, they have this habit of being jealous about one's success. Let's say you are my friend. Let me use you as an example. You are my friend. We all go out and we all come in. We normally do all things together. But when God in his own wisdom try to promote you to a level at which I am not, then I'll become jealous of you. I'll begin to backbite you just to bring you down to my level. So it is also a key factor that we need to take care of anytime we want to go into a friendship. Yes.
This jealousy thing, it is very true. You know, you feel like this person is my friend. You trust the person, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have that mindset that definitely this person is going to get jealous over maybe my achievements or not. Everyone gets jealous. So you just need to be careful of the type of friend you make. I think you should set more examples, like use it as a test to see if that person is quite jealous or not. Then from there you can know that, oh, this my friend is not a jealous type, or it's not that kind of person. So there are a lot of people that will secretly jealous you when it comes to maybe your achievements, or when they realize that you are doing far more better than them. I know of this, it's not a saying, but I know of this thoughts that in relationships, okay, or in marriages, the men do not like it if their wives or their women are ahead of them. There is this kind of jealousy in them. Yes.
It's very key.
So since the men are doing that, it means it cuts across in all of the genders. So if you are two girls or two ladies who are in friendship, it may be possible that the other friend might be jealous because of your success. So you need to be very much careful. Set more tests for them to know if they are jealous or not. Then you can make your right decisions about your friends.
Okay. 12th point that I will talk about. You know, people always try very hard to impress one another when they are in a relationship or they are in a friendship.
They try
very hard to impress
one another. Okay.
Okay. By setting a target that you cannot meet. That one too is very, very dangerous when it comes to friendship. Let's say I have a friend who always come to me, and at the end of the day, I will promise him or her that, oh, Charlie, maybe God willing, this end of the month, I'll give you 500 Ghana cedis. Meanwhile, even the money that is in my account, even the money that is yet to come into my account, is not even up to that 500 cedis. So you see, I'm trying hard so that just to maintain that relationship. But it is very bad.
Okay.
It is very bad. So as individuals, let us not try our best just to impress anyone when we are in a relationship. Let the person know who you are. Try to be true to yourself and to be true to the one that is your friend. Yeah.
I think this comes with faking your lifestyle.
That is it. Faking
your lifestyle in the sense that maybe you yourself you do not have, but you are trying to let the other person feel like, oh, my friend has it, or because you feel like the other person has it, so you also need to meet his or her standard. That is not how it works in friendship. So be free to the person, let the person know this is the type of person you are. You do not have it, but you trying to impress the person by making sure you provide everything the person needs, or letting the person know that you also have it, might lead you to a certain lifestyle which at the end you will regret, because you'll be forced to do everything possible to achieve those lifestyle that you want. Let us stop trying to impress our friends. Be you, okay?
The next point I'll talk about is assuming friends will be there forever.
Assuming friends will be there forever. People change, people go, people leave us. So stop assuming.
You know, people enter into friendship with the mind that, okay, since I don't have anyone I will move with, once I've gotten one for now, I have to try my best to maintain that relationship or that friendship. You know, people go in with all their body, their soul, and their spirit into such friendships, and it is very dangerous. You see, it is very dangerous when you think that that friends of yours, will always be there for you. What if the person travels? Excuse my language, or let's say if the inevitable happens, how are you going to take it? Will you be able to cope with that person, or you will not be able to cope? So going into such friendship, it is 50-50. It can happen that the person will be there for some time, and it can happen that the person will leave the same for some time. So let us always try our best not to always think that when we go into friendship or we go into any relationship, the person will be there forever. What I'm saying right now, especially in a marriage, when you get married for some time, you see that you get used to one another. When you get used to one another, at the person's absence, it is always difficult for you to cook. Very, very difficult for you to cook. It can be both sides, either the woman or the man. You see, I'll use myself as an example. Even if just 2-3 minutes, if I don't see my wife in the house, I become worried. Oh yes, I become very worried.
I need to hurry up and get married so that I experience that.
We pray that God will give you the better man.
Amen.
Yeah. So you see, folks out there, please, it is very, very, very important that when we are getting into a relationship, we should have at the back of our mind that the person that we are going to move with, that person will not be there forever.
Thank you so much for this. It's true. This happens mostly in our relationship, as in boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. A lot of people in relationship, before you realize, they will say they are done or there is a breakup that happens. So maybe before you even started that relationship, you were having this mindset that, oh, this is going to be my husband, this is going to be my wife, and you were putting your whole hope into that relationship. But at the end of the day, what happens? There is a breakup. So that should tell you that you should stop assuming that friends will be friends will be there forever. Erase that thought in your mind and then live with it. Yeah.
These are the few points I'll highlight on concerning our discussion on mistakes we make as individuals anytime we go into any friendship or relationship.
Okay, so as you have all heard the points highlighted, it is very necessary to take into consideration these points anytime you feel like going into a new friendship. People are not who we see them to be. You will be surprised to find out that this person you call your best friend is planning to do something bad to you, right? You will be shocked when you find out. So people are not who we see them to be. You just need to be careful, study them very well before you make them your friend. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have learned something in this short discussion. And then thank you, Mr. Day, for coming here to teach us or to let us know the mistakes we make in our friendship. So I really appreciate you. Thank you so much
for
coming.
Thank you very much for inviting me in the first place.